Hello there. My name is Irby, and I am a mapper and modder for Half-Life 1. Um, so, just a little explanation about what this playlist is going to be. A few days ago, at the time of recording, I played a mod called Radio Escape by a user called BBG Studios. I think a couple of other people worked on it with them. They reached out to me and asked me to play through their mod, having heard of or seen some of my previous mods playthroughs and level design reviews. And I did that one night at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And on reflection, and after getting some feedback from a couple of friends, I realised that my video wasn't incredibly helpful. I used a lot of, I made a lot of references basically to things like the node graph and func detail and clipping and enemy placement, and I never really went into any detail about what any of these things mean and why I believe the mod was a little worse for wear for not adhering to these things. So I thought I would, with the Mapper's blessing, I reached out to them and said, hey, would you mind if I made a series of videos using some of your maps as examples? And I could basically give some pointers to people getting into modding Half-Life, because at the end of the day, I may have sounded negative overall in my playthrough of Radio Escape, but that's not the case at all. I love to see people getting into Half-Life mapping and modding. I'm happy to see that people are still finding the Half-Life mapping community and getting involved. And I love playing Half-Life mods, especially single-player ones. I don't want to see that stop, and I certainly wouldn't want to discourage people from getting involved in that. So I thought, rather than be a grumpy bastard like I was in my video, I will break down like in more detail some of the issues I had with the mod and just give some pointers on how I would solve the problems I found. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, but this information like isn't gospel. This is just the way I would do things. There are more experienced mappers out there who may well come across this video and any videos after this one and say, that's not how you do that at all. You're completely wrong. And that's fine too. I've picked up bad habits over the years. I wouldn't want to pass those on. If people have a better idea of how to do things, by all means check the comments on every video. There might be a means of doing something that I don't know, a way that I don't prefer to do things, but there is a better way. Just, yeah, it's basically just sort of my take on how things should be approached, and I'm happy to be corrected, and I'm happy for people to get a second opinion. But yeah, the more people I see getting into Half-Life mapping and modding, the more often I'm seeing the same mistakes being repeated, and this is just an attempt to kind of impart some of my wisdom, as it were. So yeah, after that long introduction, that's it for this video, but I will, yeah, this should be the start of a playlist, assuming I find the time and the effort to actually go through and start creating these things. So if you found this video, hello, welcome. That's what this playlist is. There'll be a link back to this video in every subsequent video so people know what's going on. Yeah, so I'm going to stop rambling and yeah, let's get on with it.